building empires with these API flows. Super rock, superpower, that's just how it goes. Enterprise partners eating caviar flows. 01 AI model, y'all don't even know. $1 billion routes, we call that custom code. Money, digital connect, stack, and overload. Automate the rise, watch the story unfold. Programmed to win, never slow the road. Winning. CBB Nation. What? Magic links with that slick design. QR codes and codes. Instagram automations, let that revenue unfold. Keeps updates, stacks up like billions. Watch that story told. Building bots, sleek as a Maybach's frame. Luxury crafting flows and wearing that new black fame. Endpoints lining up like skyscraper, city scene. Every piece a testament to the boss dream. CBB Nation. What? Flow so sophisticated. Automation. Only dictation. What?
What is going on, Chatbot Builders? CBB Nation up in this thing. I got this banner. I'm not generated by Sora. I think my video might be a little bit higher quality. I don't know. What do y'all think? How are y'all doing today? Got some ruffles on my hat. CBB, what is going on? Who do we got up in here tonight? What's up, Austin? Thank you for getting this up. It's gonna bother me now. I got that little fuzz on my hat there. I'll get it off later. Fiji's in the house. What's up, PD Pablo? We've got the queen of AI and the ATL here. What's going on, Miss Denise? Kim, what's going on? We got all the fun people. Mir, Charles Mack, man, all the brains and bots. We got the master Dexter himself. Man, this is gonna be a good one for sure. I'm pretty excited for today. I think we're gonna do some fun things. I'm going to make sure my screen's all ready over here. And if you know, this isn't truly a Freestyle Friday, but it kind of is. So if you have requests, if you've got questions, obviously you just drop them in the comments, and I'll obviously do my very, very best to get you all hooked up. I think I'm okay here. Actually, I don't know if I've got, this might not be the right account. I'm going to see if I can't get in the right make account here. Because I don't think this is the right one. And we're going to be doing some social media automation tonight. What's going on, Josh? I see you. This is going to be super fun. This is like the big thing right now, I think, around the, whatchamacallit, the Facebook groups right now. And it's really not difficult. But people, like, platforms will do it too. What's going to happen is, as more people want this agentic part of their business to flourish in 2025, you're going to have people that have done this forever in every marketing world, every sales world, every industry. People overcomplicate and overcharge, and CBB is not going to be that way. And I don't think, unlike other times in history, I don't think there's going to be such a giant potential competitor that's going to maybe not make the right moves. And I'm talking about OpenAI here. When they have this, idea to have a $2,000 product for these enterprise customers that we can build currently today. And I'm saying this obviously without seeing their stuff, but knowing what we know, this is what I believe. And so while yes, this stuff that we do is complicated, I don't know, there are people that are charging a lot more, as they should, than $2,000 a month in Chatbot Builder AI world, but not everyone is. Some people are afraid to charge that much. Roughly, when Wendy and I were doing just this sort of thing full time, that's about what we were going after. So it's totally feasible. Like, the math makes sense in a way, plus compute time, which will cost extra for these enterprise, scenarios. I think what's going to happen, guys, is we'll have a chance. Social media did the same thing. Before I get into the tutorial, social media did the same thing for the small business to directly compete for the same eyeballs as the larger enterprise customers. And this is one of the things I loved about social media in the early days. I was like, oh, we're going to be able to give the competitive advantage to these small businesses that have never had this before. This is going to be great. This is going to win. And it did. For many, many businesses, it's still to this day, their bread and butter. Well, I think the same thing is going to happen as far as a revolution and a change in the balance of the powers that be. I believe that AI and automation is really just going to be that Excalibur to the businesses that want to be fastest, most forward thinking. They're going to really be able to compete at scale when you realize the end product that a multi-billion-dollar company is going to provide is not going to be so much different than what we can provide. And I think that the $2,000 mark is a great benchmark, and it'll be interesting to see what that it actually provides. Either way, with our integrations and our systems, the way we have things built in here, and as robust as you can go, the options are truly limitless. So I think that, again, just like social media made everything easier, that's what we're about to see for businesses like our businesses, our people, Chatbot Builder AI people, CBB Nation. You guys are going to be in such a great position to maximize the potential of social media plus AI plus automation. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to automate some social media posts. If I can get logged into this and make account here. So I think I had to do this last time too. Maybe I've got the thing handy. Okay, I think that I do. Okay, great. I think I'll be able to sign right in here. If you don't have a make account, formerly Integromat, you're going to want to have one of those. I'm going to sign into this account here. And as soon as I get in, so you don't see my little password because I've made that mistake, I'll start sharing my screen. All righty. Copy this here. Let's see if we can't get in there. Boom. All right, cool. So it looks like I'm Gucci Man. I'll also, maybe if we get time, I think this is the right one. Yes. Okay, cool. If we get enough time, I will maybe talk about another really cool update that we just launched. It'll be cool for most people that are using APIs. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, I've always wanted this, or I've dreamed about this maybe. And for others, it might not be so interesting. So we'll do this first. So let's start sharing our screen here, and I will check the comments here in a second. First, let's look at our screen. All right. So this is Make. What up, Make? I don't even know what account this is. This is I think this is just like a test account that we have for something. Yeah, I think this is I made this account, I think specifically for when I showed how to use the PDF service, like the other PDF API, to read a API and have your chatbot understand it or add it to your knowledge base, whatever. That's a fun thing to do. Or have the user upload a PDF. That's why I created this account. So I think this is just a test account that I forgot about. But this is Make, and the idea behind Make and Zapier and Pabbly, our integration partners, are instead of using our external request, which that is what I'd like to talk about later if we have time, instead of using that, which could be cumbersome, it could require many, many steps. Services like Make, Zapier, and Pabbly have made these integrations very easy with other applications. So application to application. CBB is an application, or your white label agency is an application. And so we're using, instead of the API, we're using one of these third parties to get a task done, essentially, a workflow. Some of you are very familiar. Some of you might never have seen this before. But what we're going to do is we're going to click on scenarios here, or create a new scenario. And we can figure out, okay, what do we want to actually update? Do we want to update Facebook? Do we want to update Twitter? We could do both. Do we want to update a blog post to our website? We could do all of these things with the external request or with something like Make or Zapier. I think what we'll do is we'll use Chatbot Busy to get this done. And I'll show you a really cool way on the fly here, if I can think through it, how to do an approval process. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's say we'll start off with Chatbot Builder as our first app. And what do we want to do? We could trigger a Make scenario. Maybe we'll send a flow. I think that's what we'll do. So these are all the actions that you can do. In this case, what I think we might start with is send a flow. So send a flow to a user. This will be what we start with, I think. I've already got a connection here, but to make things easy for you, easy peasy, what we'll do is we'll do it together. And so I will go ahead. I'm going to delete this welcome message tab here. I'll keep this guy open to remind me of the thing I might show you at the end. And let's go ahead and not type that in. Go to our website here. Let's click sign up. Okay. I did want to show you one thing I think would be fun. I don't remember if I showed this last time. I mean, we have our little pop up here. That's after a couple seconds. You can click that and you can get our chat here. It goes to full screen first. You can make it smaller again and you can close it. But the other new thing that's kind of cool is when you scroll 50%, we've got this little pop up here, which I think is kind of neat. I think we did this on a live, mentioned it in the Facebook chat. I think we did it on a live, or maybe I just showed this, but it's a cool little thing. This would actually allow you to call the number that I've got attached. This would allow you to send a text with pre-filled text that if you sent it, this would trigger a flow. And then I would also know that you came in from the website. And this obviously opens a chat. You click it, and it's going to give you, an experience. You can choose your language, like a little video pops up using HeyGen from one of the languages that you choose. You hear me talk about welcome to Chatbot Builder and whatever these languages are. I just thought that was kind of fun for some of you that wanted to see just fun things you can do and interesting ways that you can actually embed or use a chatbot. In this case, it was a pop-up of an iPhone with a little button. Anyways, let's go back in here and we'll sign up for an account. And we can call this, let's call this social media agency. AI social media agency. Make it even more fun. Because we're basically just going to create what I said a year ago before the word agent really was a thing ever. Digital employees. I wish I could find that video, but all my videos are titled horribly because I just do things so on the fly. But we did a video about agent, or we did a video about virtual employees, and that's what an agent was. Like this was like a year ago, back in prompt template days. So what we're going to do is we're going to create an agent that's going to be able to post on our behalf. And we'll do that on Facebook here. So the first thing that we're going to have to do is go to settings in this case. And let's go to integrations. Let's get an API access token. We'll click generate here, and we're going to grab this token. We're going to need this to ensure we're connecting the correct CBB account to the make scenario you're working with. So I'm going to click add here, and I'm going to click on, I'm going to name this CBB live demo account. And then here is where you'll paste in your key, save. And then this is going to find the account, CBB live demo account. Great. So the next thing I need to do is I need to have a user ID and a flow ID. Well, I don't have the flow that I'm going to make yet to generate the Facebook or the Twitter post. I think we'll do a Facebook post first. And yes, this will work on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you name it. I think it even works with TikTok, all sorts of fun things. But let's get back to our CBB account and let's create the flow. That's going to be a Facebook post flow, essentially. Let's call this Facebook post. Okay. And so what we want to do here is we'll assume that maybe this will be a daily Facebook post. This would be a good time to show you how to rename the flow. Let's call it daily FB post. And you can go about this two ways. You can go about this in the way I'll show you first, which is like, I guess, the safer way until you really get good at prompting and you really trust your AI. You maybe want to approve the post before it is published. So I'll show you that way first, but you could also have it just autonomously post. And I'm actually doing that currently on our Twitter account. I just started doing it whenever I saw this was kind of like an in-demand thing. But it's doing better tweets than I could write, that's for sure. Anyways, so we'll use this as we'll make this an approved thing. You'll have to review it. So a daily Facebook post, and we're going to have a review process. So we'll assume that this is going to be sent to us at a regular time. Maybe we have a time that we would like our human agent, our human employee to present us a Facebook post or whatever, Instagram, Twitter, to approve that day. And if we don't like it, we tell them to go back to the drawing board. Technically, as a social media person, you should have this done like many weeks in advance, at least 2, I think is like the golden agency rule once you're really organized, but things happen on the fly. But anyways, this would be a daily thing in this instance. So the first thing that I'd want to do, we'll click add content. We could click actions here and we can click open AI. Now, we could have made an agent and done that scenario first, and we'd be able to just choose the agent from this list. If we made an assistant, we could just choose from here. If there's no agent created, you won't see it in this dropdown. So that's why I don't see it here. Instead, I could just rely on custom instructions. Remember, we're already connected to the free GPT-4o mini. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to do is I'll say, you're a helpful assistant, and I'll say for Chatbot Builder. Chatbot Builder AI. Instead of helpful assistant, I'll say the social media manager. Okay, and instead of helpful, I'll say amazing. How about that? Prompt engineering skills. And I'll say your goal is to write a 2 to 3 line Facebook caption that excites the person who reads it that's interested in building AI agents and AI assistants. Okay. And we can say 25% of the time include the link, and we include our website link. Okay. And I'll say, be sure to never be wordy and always be cool, and never more than 3 lines ever. If you use a hashtag, just use 1. If you twice. If you use a hashtag, just use once. Just use 1. Okay, so this is going to generate my text, and I'm just going to be like, the only reason I'm manipulating the user message here is because there is no user message unless I type something in this instance, because we're not dealing with a user in this case. So I'm going to just say, write an interesting and thought-provoking Facebook caption for today's post. Cool. And so I've got custom instructions here, and then I've got the super short direct user message that is going to be sent to our custom instructions chat GPT. I want you guys to understand this part. This is like chat GPT, and this is you talking to chat GPT. Okay, so since there's no user, you're the user. These are your system or developer instructions, the whole thing in this case. So write an interesting and thought-provoking Facebook caption for today's post. We're going to need to create a custom field here. So we'll click add new, and we'll say FB caption. Continue. We don't need any function here, so I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to rename this block generate FB caption. Save. Okay, cool. So here's my caption. Now, Facebook is very visual, right? Maybe I wouldn't need an image for the Twitter post, but for Facebook, I think we would. And so what we can do is we can say, okay, let's go ahead and we can generate the image now. Generate the image. Save. And so then I'll click add content, actions, open AI. Click on the open AI block, and I'm going to click on generate image. Again, there's no last input in this case. I'm going to have to provide the prompt, and it'll be based off of the Facebook caption. So that's what I'll say. I'll say, generate an extremely stunning, scroll stopping, high resolution image that is based on the Facebook caption, but never ever under any circumstances include word or text of any kind in the image. Just make sure it's clear and representative in a photograph, as long as that makes sense. Right? There's my master South Carolinian prompting there. Generate image. Generate this image here, and I'm going to give it the cuff here. So I'll say, here is the FB caption for your inspo. Just like that. Here's my cuff, FB caption. And so I'm going to make sure I don't use Dolly 2 because that like totally sucks. And instead I'll use Dolly 3, and I'll use a square image. I'll add new, and I think I'll use AI image. If I don't already have that, that should work. Continue, AI image. So now I've generated the image, and it is based on the caption here, which is important for them to like make sense. Continue. So far in this daily Facebook flow, we've generated a caption, and then we've generated an image. And so now what we need to do is get approval to post this guy. And so what I'll do here is I'm going to make another node, and let's say request approval. Request approval. Right? And what I'll do is I'll click add content, actions, notify admin. I'm the only admin of this page, and I'm going to say, we'll say time to check today's post. Today's post. Right? And so I'm going to have to give myself a link from this notification to view whatever these captions and images are. So I'm going to actually click here to open up a new send message block. And this will be called approval process. All right. And so I'm going to go ahead, and here is, I'll make it kind of fun. I'm going to make it, I'll give myself some typing dots here for 3 seconds, make it really feel like an assistant, you know, and I'll say text. I'll say something like, maybe I'll make it funny. Nah, we'll just make it simple for now. I'll say, hang tight. I'm going to generate the caption for you now, boss. Right? And so I've got the little guy coming here. Let's duplicate the typing to make it more natural. Maybe I'm having a stressed out day. I'm talking to my AI. It's going to make me feel better. I'm going to add another text block here, and I'll say caption. All right. And so then the custom field obviously is going to be FB caption. So then I'm going to also add in another maybe typing action here. And then I'll say text. And I'll say, okay, now here is the image. Right? And so I'll add, maybe I won't make this so big. I'll add another node here. And I'll say display image. Display image. Add content here. And here is the image. I'll use the image link, and here I'll use the custom field AI image. Fancy. So here's the image, and we can then go ahead and say, okay, let's say, now let's approve it. Hope you like it. Please let me know if I can post it now. Here's a little smiley face for you, buddy. And so I could say, here's a quick reply. Let's say approved. And we could also say try again. Try again. And then I could also maybe give myself another option. Maybe I don't want to post today because I already did something manually. Skip today's post. Okay, so let's say choose to publish, because it's just a good practice to name your blocks here. And so if they say, if I say skip today's post, I'll give myself a message. No prob. Hit you up tomorrow. Cool. Like, this is like human stuff right here. I've been in these situations, man. Try again. No problem. In this case, we're just going to go run it all the way back. Skirt. Try again. Okay. And then, so then here, if it's approved, we're going to run an action here. This is where it gets funky. So approved. All right. So I'm going to say trigger. I'll say post now. Post now. And the way we're going to do that is trigger make, I think. So we'll trigger add content. We'll say trigger, and we'll say trigger make. And we're going to type the name of a trigger that we'll reference and make here in a second. We'll say post to FB now. Right? So that's going to be the trigger. And so I think that might be okay for now. So what's going to happen here, guys, is every day at a certain time, maybe I say at lunchtime, or maybe I say at like at 9 a.m., something like that, 6 a.m., whatever. What'll happen is make will run this flow. It'll trigger this flow essentially. And what'll happen is we'll generate the Facebook caption. We'll generate the image. Then this unconnected flow here, or node here, is going to the notify admins action. And this is going to send an email to me in the email that I've signed in as an admin, which I'm going to probably change here in a second. The email is going to come, right? And then I'm going to click here to get this publish link. Copy, right? So they're not connected because I'm getting an email notification, at least at this point. And so here is going to be the link that I will use to click to open up this web chat. And so this web chat is going to type, and it's going to say, hang tight. I'm going to generate the caption for you now. Here's the caption. Okay, here's the image. There's the image. And then it's going to ask me, do I want to approve it or not? Right? And then if I approve it, yes, then it's going to trigger make to post the thing. So now let's go ahead and make sure I've got my make stuff set up correctly. I do want to have, let's go with one publish link here, and let's go ahead and run this one time. Before I do that, I do want to go ahead to my settings, admin, and I'm going to click manage, and I want to make sure I've got my correct email address where I want to receive this email. In this case, I am going to change it to get to one that's easier for me to see and share with you guys. And I'm going to turn on the email channel. You have browser notifications, by the way, for your computer or for your device. Just save CBB while you're signed in to your smartphone's home screen, and you'll be able to use your push notifications that way. There's a video on that, or a couple actually on YouTube. But also, I could connect to any other channel. Telegram is a great one for this. To have, instead of emails, I could get my approval process done on Telegram, or Messenger would be a good one. WhatsApp's not so great, and Instagram wouldn't be a good choice because of their messaging limitations after 24 hours, essentially. But if you want to use Messenger, that would be fine, and Telegram would be great. But in this case, I've just connected to email, so I'll just continue to use that. Get that spelled correctly. I'll just click save. So now what this does again is this is what the notify admin action will use to basically contact me. So I'll click flows. I'll make sure I do publish this guy. Let's get the publish link in this case. And what will happen here at first is I'm just going to get an email. Okay. And so we're not going to see the image necessarily to get this whole deal, right? I could do that, but I'm not going to be on this web chat link every single day. That's why I'm separating this, and I'm using this to alert myself right here. But I've got this on my screen, so let's go ahead and test it out. Again, this is running the action of generating the caption and then generating the image. And by now, I should have the Facebook caption and image in my email, or I should have the link that gets me to the email. So I'm checking my phone right now to see if I've got it. And if I do, I'll share it with you, obviously. Looks like it's coming through right now. Perfect. From Social Media AI Agency. Okay, and so I'm going to share my screen. So I need to get Reflector open here. Reflector. I'm not going to install the update, but I probably should. It probably won't even work. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. I see it on my phone, so maybe it will. Again, I don't expect anything on this page currently, but I will see it on my phone. I do. Okay, and so here we go. You can see my phone now. I'm gonna make sure my notifications look like they're turned off. Okay, and so it says time to check today's post. So I should click here, and it should send me the information. Let's see if we get it. Hang tight. Here's the caption. Ah, he didn't see the caption or the image here. But what we can do is look at it this way. I'm going to show a trick here. I know exactly why I did that earlier too. So we can show that it actually did work by going to the inbox here. We've got 2 different users is the reason why. So here is going to be the image. This was the caption. The caption is unlock the future of communication with AI. Dive into the world of building intelligent agents. Watch your ideas come to life. Ready to create the future. Chatbot Builder AI. So that's cool. That's a great caption. And let's look at the image because we did have one here. This is the image. Let's copy this and let's see what this looks like. Whoa, what do you think about that? That's pretty sick. That's kind of cool. Don't you think so? Okay, so here's what we'll do to make sure that we're all connected here. What we will do is we will say, this will be where we need that user ID, by the way. Let's do it like this. Let's get back to our flows here. Daily Facebook post. We could do something like this. We could say, here's the published link here. You know what we could do? Let's see here. If I copy that, I think what we could do is simplify this even more, to be honest with you. We've got our generate the image. We've got our caption here, request the approval. Let's show the image here, I think. That's what we'll do. We'll do this. Let's say caption, because this will work. Caption, and then we'll say, here's our FB caption. FB caption, and then we'll say, here is our image link. Image link. And then here's the image, AI image. So now we'll be able to click the post. We'll be able to see the caption and the AI image here. All in that notify admin action there. Then we'll click here. Yes, then we'll click there and we'll see boom, boom, boom. That should be all we need there. Let's try it one more time here. So all I'll need to do is I'm going to, you know what we'll do? Let's hit preview here. Continue. we might want to actually, let's just double check our inbox here. Okay, so what I want to do, I think I'm going to probably name myself in the system so I see like who I am every time, you know. So if I use a publish link, I should be there. I'm going to try that really quickly here. Here's our publish link. Copy. And let's paste it in here. Let's see, do I get a new ID? Ooh, did I just copy that wrong? Get publish link, copy. Run it like this. And I think that might do it right there. Let's check our inbox here. Oops. Okay, let's check the inbox here. Yeah, so I think I know what we'll do. And this is a just a link to us there. We're not expecting anything. I think what we'll do, I've got another fun idea. Here's how we'll do it. What we will do is we'll trigger yes, and then we'll hit up, yeah, that's what we'll do. So the user ID is going to be important here, I think. What I'll do here is we'll go here, more information, and let's get this user ID. Copy. And so we'll go here to make user ID, flow ID. Well, we should see our flow now. Daily Facebook post. Post that. Then we should go to Facebook. Facebook pages. Facebook pages. And then we're going to create a post here. Create a post. It's going to look for all my Facebook pages that are connected to my Facebook. And I should be able to search them and find Chatbot Builder. We can use that one. Maybe we could do the same we could just add Twitter to the same automation maybe. All right, so here's my pages. Chatbot Builder. Message. Okay, so we'll need to run the scenario first. So I'll unhook this. Oops, sorry, guys. Boop. We'll unhook this. And we'll run this one time. So run it once. Send the flow to the user. It's taking a long time to send the flow. But it did, okay? Because it's generating an image and text. And so now we should be able to connect here. And we should say, okay, we'll be able to see more things here. I would believe. Let's look. Input, commit, the flow ID. Let's look in our inbox and see what happened here. If it did indeed run. Maybe it didn't run here. Let's look. I'm going to click here. I'm going to go get let's do it like this. Let's go ahead and send them over here. So we can see we'll get a notify admin, but we'll also like see the thing ourselves. And let's also see the caption. How about that? We'll see it like this. What we'll do is disconnect this guy and connect here. We'll see it like that, but we'll also be able to hit the link from the email to see it there too, but we'll be able to see it like as it goes here. So publish, and let's preview this guy. Preview, continue. So it's gonna run through the text generation first, then the image generation, then it's gonna email me. Then we should see the image. It's coming through right now. Give me the typing. Hang on, here's your caption for you. Here's our caption, boom. Great, transform your ideas into intelligent conversations. Okay, here's the image. Boom, hope you liked it. That's literally perfect. So that's what we want there. So let's go back here into make. Oops, I didn't cancel. We need to make sure we save our work and make, otherwise that thing is gone, son. So I'm going to come here. Do we want to send a flow? I think that's what we want to do. Send a flow. That is what we want to do. The daily Facebook post. I'm going to run this one more time. We don't want to post on it just yet. But we haven't connected really the message here because I don't see it yet. I should be seeing that message. What I could do here as well, I could actually, we could do, here's what we could do. Take this ID here, copy, daily post here, and we could say, we could do one more thing, unlink it. We shouldn't have to do this, having a brain fart, but we'll find the user. This is the ID that we're going to use, click OK, and then we'll run it one more time. So again, this is going to generate the image, generate the text. It's going to send it. So it's saved. And then this same ID, we're going to find the user because I just want to be able to see the custom fields here because this is where the image is going to be in the caption. So now we can go ahead and connect this guy to our Facebook page. And so here's the message. We'll get that by, the message will be here, Facebook caption. And then the, in this case, do I not have this is a link. So I think I want to do a, let's do this. Let's remove this Facebook guy because I think I want to do a different option than just do a post. So Facebook pages, create a post with photos is what we want. It's going to ask me to connect my Facebook page again. It'll be all right. And then I'll be able to select my text and my image and it'll post it. And then we'll connect Twitter and do the same thing. So page, chatbot busy, and photos, add item. We're not going to upload a photo. We're going to use a photo from a URL. This will be the URL from our flow. And our caption here, this is like a caption for your image if you want one. You could say AI generated image. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. This will be like the caption for whatever the image is. And then here's the text, the Facebook caption. All right, and so we click OK. So this would definitely post. I'm positive of that. We'll look at this in a second. But let's go ahead now and also connect X. Okay, so X, formerly Twitter. And then we'll create a post. Actually, can we do an image post here? I'm sure we could. I've not done an image post with X yet. Let's try it. X, create a post, delete a post. Maybe we can't do that yet. Or maybe we can't do that with Make. Their APIs used to be $100,000 a month. And then it was like $100,000 a year. Now it's like $50,000 a year for enterprise. And then it was like $100 for a regular user developer that used to be free. Now I think it's just $100 for a year. It's crazy. And now we couldn't use it in Make and Zapier. Now we can. It's my one beef with X, formerly Twitter, but it looks like we're getting more stuff and Elon's on a mission. And so that's a good thing. It looks like we can't post with an image, but that's okay. We'll just create a post. And advanced settings. Yeah, it looks like media IDs. Okay, so it looks like this is a media ID, could be attached. Okay, so it's more rigmarole to get an image there, which is silly, and that'll probably change. But for now, we could at least do the text content here. So it'll just be the same deal. I'll just use the same caption. I could generate something just for Twitter, but in this case, I'll just leave it as is. Okay, and so create a post with photos and then just create the post. So let's go ahead and see if this thing works. Let's click run once. And so this will send a flow to the user, which we've defined the user ID. It's just a preview ID, so it doesn't even really matter. No one's going to be getting that except that one ID that we've tested with. It found the ID, so now it's looking to post on the page on Facebook. Let's see if it does. Bam. And it says it worked on Twitter too. So we can test that, but I just want to show you how you automate this on a daily basis. You just click on this clock here, and you've got intervals. You could choose every 15 minutes. You don't want that. But what you could do is you could choose here every day, and then you could choose the time. So maybe the time it could be something like, I don't know, go to today. We could make it like 9 a.m. or something. 7 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever, right? So this is like the last step here. Send the flow to the user. It's going to run and generate the thing, and it's going to post. So let's see if it worked. This would be at intervals if I wanted it to be every day. Let's make it actually be a thing. Let's just call it 10 a.m. 10 a.m. Okay. a.m. Okay. Activate. So now that would really work. That really would hit me. That would post. This would actually post without me approving it. That was the difference there. That was what was throwing me off. I was doing two things in my head. I'll show you the way to make it like approve to you first. But anyways, what we'll do here, let's look and see how it did. Let's go to our Chatbot Builder website and scroll down to the Facebook icon. Don't we have one here? Yeah, Facebook. Open link, and I think we got Twitter too here. So let's see, did we get a post just a minute ago? Oh, come on, don't make me sign in. Don't make me do it. I just wanted to see the post, man. I don't even think I can post. I don't think I can sign in like that. Can I? Let's see. No. Lame. Let's look at their Facebook post. I bet we got one on Facebook. This is our group, not our page. We want our actual deal here. Where's our page? Right there. Let's see. Did it post? Yes, it did. Look. It says, what if your next big idea could talk back? Create agents that bring vision to your life. Right? And so then I'll just be like, wow, that's a pretty dope idea. I think agents are going to be the number one thing we should think about in 2025. And so, like, basically, we should see our AI community manager like hitting us up real quick. We should see this number change here in like 2 more seconds. And another notification here. Bam. There it goes. I just got it on my phone. This changed to 4. We already have, you can't see it yet. I'll refresh my page and you will. We've already had our agent, our social media manager, respond and like our comment here. So we're acknowledged and feel good. And they've also already sent us a message. Let's see what the Facebook comment says, our reply. Let's see what it says here. So look, 2 comments now. And we can see that sounds like a solid plan. AI agents are definitely shaping the future customer interactions. If you need any help, let us know. So, and I've also, they liked it, our agent. And then also I got a message here too, which I'm not going to open up my messages. There's too many. I'm positive that we did get an X message too. I just don't know if I can actually sign in. Let's see if I can. I believe that's how we go. Is it really not gonna? And it's probably gonna authenticate. No, okay. Now let's save it. Yeah, cool. So here, let's go home, or let's click on our thing here. Did we get a post? Yes. Look. What if your next big idea could talk back? Create AI agents that bring your visions to life. AI revolution. I think Musk just said don't use hashtags on Twitter, so we might want to rethink that Twitter strategy. But that is auto posting, and this would do the auto post autonomously without you having to do the approval. but I want to show you the way that you get the approval done. And so, okay, so in this case, what we would do here is the request to approve stuff. What I think we would want to do here is make sure that the cuffs are still related to the admin, which is like the main deal here. That's like the main thing we've got to be concerned with. The admin is the one that is going to have these cuffs pertain to them. Okay, and so what I think I'm going to do here to make that a thing is we'll do it like this. We've got the link here. It should be, if I publish it, I think that's going to be the difference. Copy this link. Let's go here and let's just check it. I think that really might be the difference. Maybe. Or we might need to have the preview link. I'm not sure exactly. I forget, because that's going to be the same link. I think I'll just try that. I think that should be the thing. Preview copy. Maybe I'll do that. I'll use both links just to be certain. This one should contain, I would think, yeah. Okay, so that's what I think I'll do. And we'll know for sure. Was that the exact same image? Yeah, it was. Okay, so I think that's what we'll do. We'll test both ways. And I'll say backup. Backup. And I think that'll get us to the right thing, I believe. Okay, and so we're looking to be able to push the button approved or not. And so if we click approved, then this make scenario will actually fire off. Okay. And so I need to make sure that we account for that. And then try again, obviously, is going to just put us back. No problem. Hit you up tomorrow. So let's hit publish here. And what we could maybe do here is something like this. We'll say, let's first preview it. I think we should preview it. Yeah. Let's preview it. Preview. And we are going to see the thing, but we'll also get the email. Right. And I just want to make sure that will work perfectly still. So here we go. We're getting the result there. Let's make sure I've got the email. I just got the email. Ready to, and that's the same caption. So that looks like it's perfect. I see, check today's post. I want to make sure if I see that looks like it's going to be the same, but I'm not 100%. Let's check it. Yes. Okay, cool. So this will be so that's me. I just clicked on my phone. So this is going to allow it to be approved or not. Okay, yeah. So I see the caption, I see the image. Hope you like it. And so I could hit approved. Let's hit approved. And so approved will trigger the make scenario. So that's what we'll need to do. We'll go into make now, and we don't necessarily, yeah, that's what we'll do. This will trigger make, and this will trigger that flow. That's how we'll do it, I think. Yeah. So let's click on, we'll add one more node. Here's what we'll need to do. Can I do it this way? Let's add a node here and watch for custom field tag. No, not tagged user. Tag on it. No, we don't need a webhook either necessarily. Delete this guy. Try one more time. I think I just saw it. Where's my deal go? There it is. So we're gonna watch for the make event here. Trigger new make event. That's not what we want. Did I not name it correctly? Add. Oh yeah, so wrong account. We're gonna need to go to the live demo account. Just gonna check for our stuff. Post to Facebook now. Save. Okay. That's fine. That is what it is. So what'll happen here is this will be, it'll send a flow. Really, I guess we should probably separate the flows. Maybe not. We could do it like this, and then it would run like that. Yeah, so this guy's already posting. That's exactly what we want right there. Okay, so what's happening here is this is going to be the one. So that, well, actually, this would be done immediately. We would need to separate these flows, I think, maybe. So what's happening here is we're going to have one flow that sends us, like, do we want this or not? So that would be one thing. And then when we hit go, this would be the thing that makes it post. So what I think we would need to do is separate this guy. Not necessarily. So we'll have a trigger to make scenario here. What we will need to do, I think, is potentially make a different flow to like have it first trigger, right? So we've seen it successfully like do all the things that we want. We just now have to do it in the correct order. That makes the most sense if you don't want it to run autonomously. So what I think we'll need to do here is we'll use this one as like our trigger to like post it. So this generates the thing, this posts the thing. We'll come back here. Let's save our changes for sure. Save. And so this is the trigger. We have to make one that sends us the thing every day, basically. So let's make one other scenario. And then this one's just going to be straight up, I think, would be just one flow, really. This would be send a flow to user. And we could do something like, here's our account here, our ID. This would be want to make sure it is our actual ID, the one that we're going to be continuing to use. And so I think what we would do here, let's look and make sure that we have our correct ID. Publish, preview, continue. Yo, I'm going to send a message like this. Yo. So that way, when I go back to the inbox, it's easy to identify who I am. In this scenario, I'm going to name myself, rename, Ryan B. And then I'll be able to click here, more information. Let's get this ID, contact ID here. Copy. And the flow ID is going to be daily FB post, right? I think that's what it'll be. And so here, what I would want to do is make this work like at all of the different times that I want to be notified. In this case, it would be your every day. This is when you would have that every day. Yeah, and then you would have your time here. That's exactly how you do it. So let's go to 9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. there. And click OK. Then you activate this bad boy. Make sure we save it. You always got to save your stuff in Make. And then you could activate it. And so what would happen? Again, we could run this right now. It's going to send the flow to the user, which is me, the one that I've been the whole time. And so it's sending the flow. We should see success here is generating the image, the text. Then it's sent. So now, if it did its job, I should have an email here. Man, we've made some pretty cool images. I should have an email here. Let's check it. I do at 11 p.m. Right. And so I see the caption. That looks great. And so I'm going to now just go click here. I should then see the image, which I think you could still see it if is it still open here? Yes. So you're seeing what I'm seeing, the caption and the image. And so now I get to choose, do I want to approve it or not? Right, I've already got it on my phone. Okay, and so now do I want to approve it or not? Let's say, hope you like it. Okay, Step into the future of technology, build AI assistants that can change the game. Let's click try again just to see how that does work. Try again is going to reproduce the whole thing. So it's going to give me a new image and a new caption. And in this case, I don't need to wait for an email because we ran them consecutively, kind of. So now I should just be able to see the caption and then see the image. Unleash your creative build. You could also build in a way to give feedback. See with these quick replies, we could have said give feedback and then try again. But I'm going to hit try again one more time just to see. We're just pushing things to the limits, you know? And like, imagine, I'm just imagining if I was presenting a post, and it would be for, a month, basically, in the agency world. A month ahead of time, you're presenting these posts and you get the approval or not the approval, and you back to the drawing board. But like, imagine, I could imagine I had to do some on the daily, which that's, a hardcore deal. We will post this one just to do it, just because I remember those days of getting a post rejected for the caption, the imagery, or whatever. Use a different photo, edit it different. You give me different caption options. I remember these days as a senior social media manager for a huge agency. And I wish this existed. This would have been the unlock, man. But let's just say, okay, this is approved. What should happen is this should post for us. And I should give ourselves a confirmation that says it's posted. But let's, and if our make integration is turned on, that will work. So I do want to check to make sure it is turned on, because if it's not turned on, then it definitely won't work. Here is, it looks like it is though. It looks like it's turned on. And it looks like it just ran. So let's see, do we have a new post on our X here that will tell us something? Boom, boy. Look at that. Player, your AI assistant could be the key to unlocking endless possibilities. What will you build today, right? So that thing works, son. Now, did we get a new Facebook post? Let's hit refresh. I approved that sucker. So my agent better have posted it, or we gonna have problems, I ain't trying to fire an agent before Christmas. Bam, now my agent's coming through. Look at that. Look at that. Your AI assistant could be the key to unlocking endless possibilities. What will you build today? Hours straight, son, talking that thing through, baby. Doing it for CB Bizzle. Let's see, do we have anybody that's still here with me? What up, Ann? What up, Ann? Automatic social post. Automatic social post. Yeah, man. What up, Fabian? My homie. I think makes free pen allows all the things. It don't cost nothing, Kim, for a baller like you. What do you mean? It costs a Nathan, man. Nothing. Super cheap. I really do think it is super cheap. Man, you're the fire, dog. You're the fire, Charles. I'm still trying to figure out a way to use making search GPT. So that is a great idea to use. So like, though here's like, at least in our scenario, Josh, it's a great idea. What's happening is very easy to accomplish with their search GPT scenario. I got enough juice in me I could show you. So what we could do here in this case, let's use a scraping bee. Bro, social media manager. If I was a social media manager still full time, I would be done. I'd be like, this thing is better than me. Like, I would feel the thing that a lot of people are feeling right now. I remember being across from an amazing writer right around the time that like GPT-3 was like just available on the API. And so we had some like futuristic programs out there that was very close to like being more accessible. And whenever it became, I was remember, man, that dude is gone. What is he going to do? Like his job literally was to think of writing all day. Man, you're not going to be able to compete with the machine on that. No way, no how. Let's get out of here. Where was I going again? Oh yeah, search GPT. So here's how we would do that. We would need to, let's use an API like scraping bee. Scraping bee. That's like one of my favorites now. They're really good. Scraping Bizzle. Let's sign up, son. Let's sign up. We don't want to use that key. I'm gonna have to adjust this key. Here's what we'll do. We'll since I've got to do that now anyways, like a big old dummy. I'm gonna go to my account settings here, API key, and come on, bro. What you doing? I just signed in. I'm just gonna make a new key. Whatevs. What we'll do is I'll regenerate this key later. But what we can do is HTML request. Is that what we want? Or do we want to do a Google request? Let's do that, a Google request. So we'll say, in our case, we could say AI agents and chatbots and OpenAI. Something like that. This is like the thing that we might want to like build a search around. So we'll try it. We're going to hit the request here. It's going to do a Google search. We'll see the results here. And then we'll be able to use AI and stuff to like get all the good stuff here. All right, cool. So let's do this. Let's copy this to our clipboard, and let's run our account here. So we can hit an action, and then we can say external request here. And what we'll do is we'll use that URL right there, the whole thing. We won't include curl in there. I think we should be straight. Yeah. So let's then set up our response mapping. We'll just get the whole thing, I guess. HTTP response body. We'll save that sucker under AI JSON. And let's test it and make sure it's working. Test player. So we should see the result. There it is. Okay, cool. So we got all these results. Okay, cool. And so what I think I'll do here, there's a lot of text. That's a lot. I'll hit save. And I am going to actually, let's rename this. Let's say search the web. Search web. All right, let's hit save. Let's go make a long cuff custom field. Let's click, not a custom field here. It'll be an account field. It's very important, actually. We'll say web data text, and we'll click save. Oh, I didn't save it as a long text. Dummy. Stupid. Delete. Add text. A long text is what you want. Website data player. And click continue. So now you can go back up into your flows, and you can save that giant request that we just made. All right, so here, response mapping, AI JSON, that's good. So we need to change this though to website data, because that's going to handle it better than the AI JSON will. And Virginia's going to take everything. Give it all to me, man. Click save here. And then what we'll do is we'll use a little AI action here. And I'll say actions, OpenAI. And I'm going to say you are the world's best summarizer and article generator based on raw search results. Period. You identify what looks to be the most relevant and meaningful and up-to-date websites and articles related to AI agents and chatbots that will help Chatbot Builder AI write a relevant piece of written work based on their needs, and these relevant searches, along with all of their corresponding URLs that you include. And that was like some crazy word vomit there. And so we'll make old ChatGPT Tizzle do something. And I'm going to be like, make this sound human and better. Human and better. You're an expert at summarizing general articles using raw search results, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not even going to read that, but I'm going to trust it. And then I'm just going to pop it right here. And then we'll use, what was it, website data. That's going to be the user message here. And then we're going to save this in AI JSON. Save. Let's see what this is actually going to be. AI JSON here, just to like view it, you know. And then what we'll do is we'll pop this guy here. And then we'll just instruct it, write an interesting, thought-provoking thing. And I'll say here, be sure to never be wordy. And I'll be like, always do your best to include 1 or 2 tidbits that are related to the most interesting and relevant of the search results found here. And then we'll say AI JSON, even though it's not JSON at this point, it's okay. That's what I have it for. So now we've got the instructions, plus we told our agent in this workflow, yo, go search the web. I want to learn about these things. And then the next step is like, yo, AI, extract this sucker. Okay. And then let's make this a more relevant, awesome caption. In this case, I would expect it to write something about 01. Let's click continue. And we'll see the AI JSON there. And again, I want to make sure this is correct. Did I do the right thing here? Yeah, AI JSON. So let's see if our caption is better. Publish, if you're from France. Shout out Laz and all my friends out in France. Let's hit preview, continue. Let's see what we get here. Let's see what we get, man. Scraping Bizzle. You're too funny. John Peasy. What's up, man? What's up, player? Good to see you here. Thanks, ClickBank. Thank you, man. All right, let's see what we get in here. So again, we're searching. This is a longer, oh, you know what, bro? I messed up one thing. I was just going to say, I didn't give myself enough, a token limit, good enough token limit, but it did find some things. It did find some things. There's my image. Okay, cool. What if an assistant could think and act like you dive in the world? In this case, I did not have enough tokens given to myself, so I need to fix that. Let's fix that. All right, and so to do that, we're going to go to advanced, because that's how we're living, advanced, and we're going to take away the max. Don't be afraid if this ever shows B1. Even if you deleted it, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Trust yourself. I do want to just see, let's just see how much text we like actually extract. So once this API request is successful, we can send a preliminary internal message before we get the actual extraction here. So let's just make this text, and let's call this extracted results. And we should see basically everything here. I forgot what I saved this as. Website data. All right. So we should see website data. All right, cool. So we'll see like all the raw text that we've like extracted that is going into this deal here. All right. And you know what we could really do is like to make life even better is to we should do that. That would be the nice thing to do. Instead of it giving all that data, we should do another action, really. Let's do that, actually. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to make things mo better, show you how to optimize things. You don't need to have all of the data there, basically, is the point. So what I'll do, I'll use an OpenAI action again. And in this case, what I'll do is I'll say, extract the top 10 most relevant links and their titles and the URLs with all characters visible in plain text that are related to AI chatbots, agents, and assistants. So that we can reference them in a Facebook post in our own creative tone while still giving credit to the originating links at the bottom of the post. Okay, and so I'll say here are the links to choose from, and we'll call that website data. And we'll make a new cuff called cleaned data. Cleaned data. We don't need a function there. Let's look and see what that looks like. Cleaned data. All right. And then what we'll do is we'll loop this guy in here. And instead of the AI JSON or website data, we'll say cleaned data. Continue. Yeah, that should be more better. Let's check it. So preview, continue. All right, so first we're making the external request. It's checking out all the searches that it can find. It's going to show us what that text looks like, and it's going to be a giant block of text. Then our AI, as gangster as it is going to pick the top 5 or whatever we said, top 5, top 10, titles and links, I hope. And then that'll be injected into the AI prompt that is actually generating our image and caption. It should include something related to those searches if we're successful. Boom, I told you that's a lot of text. Boy, top 10 things with the links like a boss. Hang tight, we're generating the captions for us now. This is the whole gangster part right here if you want. So we didn't get the link referenced, and so we'll make that a thing. The images are fine, but I do want to make sure that we include a link. So here, I'll make sure this is like highly, I said 25% of the time. Let's change that to 100% of the time. Include the link from, and that was our link from the source. Okay, we need to change AI JSON. Is that still fine? Let's change it to cleaned text, cleaned data. Be sure to include 100% of the time. You should use a link from our web site searched. List in the middle of the post and include Chatbot Builder AI at the end. So I'm going to go ahead and I'll say rewrite this so it doesn't sound like a moron wrote it, and then provide a list of 5 examples that include synthetic links just for What did you just do? Boom. Try it again. Okay, that was weird. All right, so all that's fine. Okay. Instead of using here, just generate links that we can see in plain text that are synthetic. That would still work. Plain text that are synthetic, that will still work. Do I sound that country? Don't you dare answer that. I guess I do. I'm just gonna like own it. Texty. All right, cool. That's what we wanted right there. All right, so here's my examples. We'll just make it. Give me the instructions and the examples, fool. Before I smack you with my AI backhand. The AI is going to get me. I'm top of the list. AI public enemy number 1. All right, here's my stuff here. I've got my instructions. Paste that guy right there. And I'll say, be sure to include a reference from our link list and the associated title to strengthen our the goal of today's post for Chatbot Busy. Okay, so that's what I've got here. Let's make this better too. Condense this and make it actually make sense and make it better. Because I didn't even really read it. All right, so copy and paste this here. And I'll say here is the link list. And that was cleaned data, I believe. Cleaned data. All right, so I've got our examples here. Instruction, all that looks good. We don't need instructions here. I think that should be Gucci, man. Let's click save. There's one thing I do want to do. Maybe. Let's look here and just say, let's make this advanced and let's turn off the conversation history. I don't think we need that on. I think that'll help us a little bit. Okay, so this is searching the web. This is the web results, raw web results. And then this is going to be clean up the data. Clean the data and make the list. Clean the data and make the list, which is going to be shown here. And then we're going to use it here. This is going to be, what was this one again? Summarize, cleaned data, AI JSON. I don't think we're supposed to save that there, actually. Cleaned data, AI JSON. Did we use it here? I don't think we even really need that one. Cleaned data. I'll just, I don't know if we really need that. Clean the data here. Right, cleaned data. Yeah, so that's going to be our link list. It's going to be shown here. I don't even think we really need this one. Unless I'm tripping. And so I'll just pop this over here. So we've searched and extracted. We've taken that extraction and then we've transformed it into the list of 10. Right, and there's where I reference there, website data. Let's make sure I've got everything saved properly here. So I don't want to lead you on a goose chase. Cleaned data, that's good. And then we'll use the clean data cuff here. Right, clean data. Here's the link list. And it is required that you use one link from this list in plain text. All right. So there's our link, and this will be the FB caption. And this will be the FB image, notify admin, but we'll still see the stuff here, FB caption and the image here. Yeah, so let's just look at this one more time, hit publish. Let's just see what it's like. And again, this is us preloading stuff. You could preload your whole calendar, use a date reference cuff, you know, and like you would totally be able to have sequential posts from just this one. In our case, you could make it relevant for the day and the search. So the AI understands, okay, today's date, 22nd, of my list of websites I've just been extracting autonomously. I'm going to choose the ones that are maybe most relevant to that date. So out of that list, out of this giant list here, that's what I needed to do. I needed to make sure this was a higher token limit. Look at that player caption, unlock the future of bots, right? So it included the freaking link and our link, bruh. Come on, player. That is really solid. Dive into the world of agents where innovation meets automation. Discover how these powerful tools are set to revolutionize our lives. This shows a link. Start your journey today. It's exactly what I wanted in my head. That's exactly what I said. This is a real link. It's a real link. Psh. Psh. Come on, Josh. Who else is going to do that for you, player? Hour and a half deep. This is how you do it. This is real AI and automation. Okay, whatever you saw earlier this year, whatever you saw last year from these influencers, man, let me tell y'all something. This is real AI and automation. I don't care who you tell. Flow wise don't know wise about me, boy. I see them and they see me. And that's fine. I'll tell you what, we are the best of the best. I didn't get time to show you the dynamic cuff in the external request like I wanted to, but I'll save that for another day. I hope that you guys had fun. I hope this was valuable. I'm sorry it was a little bit long, but I hope you have enjoyed the much shorter, highly anticipated, hopefully, tutorial videos that will be included in all of the new flows for 2025. We just finished the rendition of the JSON tool flow today. I've got the message checker left, and maybe a couple small ones that I'll finish tomorrow. That Asta's done an amazing job editing. Shout out to Asta. And then we'll kick off the year with a short, really short, actually short tutorial video with every single flow to ensure that chatbot builders that use our AI system have the tools necessary to build their AI systems for their business, for their clients' businesses that are just truly unmatched. Also, I will say with full confidence, trust me, we will launch the CRM this week, the Lead Center, and it's incredible. All of the actions in the Flow Builder are working flawlessly now. I'm pumped about that. You guys are going to really love that. I'm really going to personally love it. I'll probably be the heaviest user of this board system that we've made for you. We basically just got to finish connecting the filter and sort panels, and it's going to be so killer. I think you guys are really going to like that, and more updates to come. But as always, I appreciate you all so much for watching. I love you, CBB Nation. See you next time. Peace.